I've been trying to do this video all week. It's now Wednesday. Monday and Tuesday, wash out. Today, I hope to finish it. Okay, so today, I thought what I'd look at would be Mac OS on an unsupported hardware. And my unsupported hardware is this. Mac Mini from mid-2011, dual-core i5, AMD Radeon HD 6630M, 256 gig, 256 meg of video memory. This thing is old, 2011, 12 years old, but it's running Ventura 13.3.1. Let's go through how I did that. So this is my desktop. As you can see, I've got YouTube here. It chugs, but it works. There we go, and it's even 4K. That's great. Goodbye. Let's confirm that. There we go. Absolute ton of processes running. That's fine. It's working. Now, this Mac Mini is not how it came from the factory. It's got an SSD in it. That was changed by me quite some time ago. There we go. It's up and running. What we like to see. So how did I do that? Well, let's run through that now. So there was a couple of things that I needed to do this. And the first thing was the tools that we needed. Now, you might notice that there are some funny little glitches. I'm pretty much sure that's to do with the graphics adapter that's in this. The onboard graphics, it's pretty crummy. You know what? It does the trick. So I'm not going to worry about it too much. So let's get those tools. So the tools that we need, and this is all based on OpenCore. Before we go further, what you do here, if you decide to try this, is on your head, not on mine. It's worked for me. It may not work for you. Just want to say that because I don't want my comments filled up with people saying, you bricked my Mac. No, I didn't. You did. If you're willing to accept that risk, let's move on. So let's download the OpenCore, and it's all done through GitHub. It is. So we'll get the patch up. Latest version of Chrome running, by the way. There might be an update for it. If there is, that's fine. Not a problem. Okay, so we've downloaded that. We'll unzip it. Let it do its thing. And there are a couple of bits that we need to do. So we need to run the OpenCore patcher. Great little tool, this. Works really, really well. Yep, we want to run it. Now, you will need a Mac to do this. So if you've got your old Mac and it's on, let's say, High Sierra, you can download this and you can do all of these bits. So let's double check our settings. There we go. Mac Mini 5.2. It's all good. All the settings are ready. Return to the main menu and let's create the Mac OS installer. Now, I've already downloaded all this, but if you do download it, it will give you a choice of what ones to go for. Now, you can go for 11, 12, or 13. I went for 13. Like I say, it chugs a bit, but to be expected on this hardware. And you can see all the available versions of Mac OS. There's 13.4 there. I might go for that at some point just to see what it's like. So once you've done that, you've chosen your installer. I'm going to use existing because I've already got it. Turns out I haven't. So you'll need to download it. Now, that'll take a while. And I've already done that. So we'll skip ahead for now. See you in a minute. Okay, so we're at the prompt now. It wants you to put in your password for your Mac so that it can install the distribution, I guess, for want of a better word, into the applications folder. So we're going to have a quick look at that, what it's doing. There you go. That's what it's doing. It's making that. Now, again, as I say, depending on your hardware, depends how long this will take. You'll probably need huge amounts of coffee for this one. Fans are ramping up, so it's definitely doing something. Okay, OpenCore patcher at the top there. Lots going on. There you go. It's finished. So what we can do now is flash the installer. So what this will do is create your USB stick. So we'll select the OS. There we go. Interesting, because I know there's one plugged into it. So we'll just select the installer. There's my disk. Bear in mind, this is going to overwrite everything that's on that disk. This can take a while. Again, as I said before, all depends on your hardware. We'll notify you when it's done. The amount of issues I've had trying to get this running. I went to do this on Monday and the Mac Mini would not boot up. I don't know what happened. Maybe I just played around with it way too much. And it just, whatever I did, it would not start up. So I had to put another SSD in it. Luckily, I had another one. SSD prices are really good at the moment. I was looking on Amazon, and for a 512 gig SATA 3 SSD, it was like 28 quid, which is what, about $33 US? Pretty good prices at the moment. Okay, so we'll come back in a few minutes. This is going to take a while. It's only written just under 500 meg, and it's got 16 gig to go. So we'll come back. Okay, so it's finished doing that, and we are now back at the part where it's saying the installer has been created. So you've now got a macOS Ventura installer, and that's a normal installer on a USB disk. What makes it special and allow you to install Ventura on an older Mac is this next step, which is installing OpenCore to your disk. So we built that earlier, so we'll install it to the disk, and it'll choose your disk for you. Now, it lists both disks there, and there's a reason for that, and we'll cover that in a minute. So select your EFI partition on your USB stick, put in your password, let it do its thing, it'll mount it. And then it'll ask you to reboot. And let's reboot. So here we go. We've got our options. We can install or we can boot. Let's go into the installer. This will take a minute or two, purely because our hardware is old. It's currently booting from your USB stick, your memory stick, flash drive, whatever you want to call it. Go. In a minute, it'll just go. There we go. We've booted into macOS Recovery. So what we can now do is install macOS Ventura. Agree to your license twice, and then check which disk you want it to do. Choose your disk. In this case, it's macOS SSD, and continue. Now, this will take a long time to install, so we'll skip past that bit. Now, it will reboot a couple of times. So there's the first one. Just let it boot on its own. Don't choose any of the options. And it'll give you an estimation on how long, in this case, 29 minutes. We're not going to sit here and look at 29 minutes worth of blank space, so we'll skip ahead. So it will reboot again. Here we go. There's the next reboot. Grey screen. Again, don't touch it. Just let it boot. Just go whoosh in a minute. Like I said, 2012. Dual core i5, as it turns out. I thought it was older than that, but that's fine. Almost there. Like I said, takes a while. Go, one more reboot, and now you've only got a couple of choices there. Install and the SSD. Here we go. We'll just skip past this boot because we've done a few boots. $22, $55, $98. This should be the last boot. And there we go. There's our desktop. So let's do about this Mac. As you can see, the USB stick is still there. Install macOS Ventura. And there it is. Oh, look, 2011, not 2012. My bad. And there was that done. And there was that done. It takes a bit of time. That's taken over an hour. But you know what? It doesn't matter how long it takes. It's doing the job. So we'll leave it there on this one. Hopefully, this will breathe a bit of life into an old Mac, if you've got one. Now, if you want to see how I install FreeBSD on an old Mac like that, let me know in the comments below, because that's it doesn't even have to be FreeBSD, to be honest. It can be any OS. If you want to see that process, just let me know. Drop me a comment, and I can always pick that up in another video. Hopefully you found this useful. It's certainly helped me breathe new life into an old Mac. I can explore Mac OS a bit more and see why it is that I don't like it so much. As I say, if you like it, give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe, like, share. You know, the whole kit and caboodle does help. Hopefully you found it useful. And as always, I'll see you in the next video. Take care.